Ah!
In the area.
Oh, there's a one. Hello and welcome to the Stomping Grounds. This is a game that I have had many people ask me to make videos of, and it came out a couple of days ago. I've just been wanting to get my head around all the mechanics and how it works before I made a video, because otherwise you wouldn't have liked to see my first encounter with the game. It wasn't the most exciting. So yeah, today me and Lord are going to show you some of the quick basics to sort of get started with.
5 starters of life, yeah.
As you can see, there's already a tipi and a fire camp here. This is Primal LOD, one of the LOD members, Primal's camp. He was in with us a little bit ago, and he seems to still be here. So we'll see if he appears at some point. So yeah, the first thing you want to do is go hit a piece of, go hit a tree. It takes 4 hits, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get a piece of wood. Once you have 2 pieces of wood, you can make a torch. That is the first crafting option. Torches are pretty useless unless you're going into a cave. We'll show you that at some point. So basically, yeah, you just want to collect as much wood as you can, and you put it into like these little basket things. We'll give you a big warning when we go and actually craft something on one of the very important things you need to know about crafting. So I'm gonna get 10 wood. I'm gonna make myself a TB. A TB. I'm gonna make myself a TB. I don't know if that sounds like some horrible disease or something, but
tuberculosis.
oh, didn't get wood. Okay, if you don't get wood at one point, then just sort of swivel around the tree and you tend to pick up another piece of wood.
If it takes more than 4 hits, then just move, do a little
and then
jig.
To pick up objects, you be close to them or on top of them are probably best, and then you can press pull, and then you can sort of drag it around. This is the only way to move materials around. So if you go into the inland, and get some like large meat or something, be prepared to drag it all the way back to your camp. Obviously, you don't have to have your camp on the beach. We just do because it's a convenient place for new spawns to find us, and because this is my server, this is a server I run, and it's very much a PvE server. We may have some laughs with people, but it's never intended to kill. We'll never kill another player unless we are provoked to kill them.
We're heroes.
And even then, we'll say this is a PvE, and yeah, screw them over. So yeah, as you see, I've just collected a rock. It's exactly the same principle as collecting wood. 4 hits and you get that. One of these boxes can only hold
20 resources.
20 resources, so 10 of each or 20 of one, or however many you want to put in.
5 and 15 and it's
yeah,
it's a mess.
and as you can see, there's quite a few things you can build to start off with. So you can build bowlers, a bow, a fire pit, a shield, a spear, a torch, a totem. A totem is very important if you want to make a tribe, because it's the only way you can actually get tribesmen in. We'll be making that in a minute. Okay, so a TP, as far as I can tell, is 10 wood and 4 stone.
Yeah.
That is purely from just doing this. There's a lot of materials that you'll need to learn like the ratios of. I believe a spear is 5 to 2, 5 wood, 2 stone. God, I can't think of any others off the top of my head. A shield is, what's a shield?
4 and 1.
4 and 1. And here's a quick tip: if you're going to create something, so say I wanted to create my TP, but then I didn't want to, so I wanted to cancel it. You just click again, and it will cancel it, but your resources will stay there. This allows you to sort of move it around, see what you want it to be. I tend to love being by this tree, just so I have a tree in my TP, so I can get resources really easily. This is a doorway. It's a treepy, yeah.
It's a treepy.
I wish I had it going through the center, but unfortunately I can't get the box that close. So yeah, that's how you make a TP. 10 wood, 4 stone, and it's pretty quick. That did take longer because I was explaining it, but it's pretty quick to do. The next thing you want to make is a bow, because you'll want to survive, primarily. A fire pit is probably the third thing I would say to make.
You want a shield as well at some point.
And a shield, very important. An important thing to remember is any resources you get. Where was I going with this? Any resources you get. Oh, I completely forgot what my point was. Anyway.
Well, one of the ones I was going to say is anything that you have in the container will disappear even if you don't use it when you craft something. So if you're making a shield, which is quite a small amount of resources, it's like 4 and 1 or 4 and 2 or something like that, and you've got like 10 wood and 10 stone, all of it will disappear. So it's best to separate it one at a time into another box, that way you don't lose your materials. So
yeah, that was the very important thing I was going to bring up, was that you will lose all the materials on depending how much you make. So as you can see, 5 wood, 2 stone. I want to make a bow. I might not necessarily need that, so I'll move a wood out, but apparently I do, so I'll grab that wood again. And then I'll make a bow. The bow is one of the, if not the best weapon to use against, well, pretty much anything. I wouldn't use it against the big dinos because it doesn't do anything.
A shield is 4 and 1.
Very much.
Sorry.
A shield is 4 wood, 1 stone. If you
Whenever
hear us
we do
saying
ratios, it's wood first, then stone.
If you hear us saying ratios, it's wood then stone. Those are 2. Is that? I assume that's primal there.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess so.
I would say it's primal. The next thing I want to make is a totem so that we can get the clan back together.
Make sure it is. Make sure it's him.
So yeah, a lot of the game is just smashing into wood and rock really to make your stuff. I don't remember what a totem is. I think it might be 8 to something. Have I stopped collecting? Yeah. And then the totem, I'll show you what the totem does later. As you can see on your screen, on the bottom right of my screen, you've got like the green leaf things. These are herbs. These are things that you find in caves only, as far as I know. And they're a bit of a bitch to go and find. So we will show you where we can find them, but we'll get to that later. The thing above it is food. You'll need food to survive, so you'll need to get food. Lord, can you just talk to Primal about all the stuff? So you need to continually eat food so you don't die of starvation. This the little meat thing will go, it will get whiter and then it will go red when you're in like the dread zone. It's a bit like DayZ, the mod, in that fashion.
What do you want me to say to him?
Just say that the totem disappeared when we logged off and stuff. I'm making a new one. And yeah, there's... How many dinosaurs are there in the game as of yet?
4.
There are 4 types of dinosaur in the game that we've found as of yet. Apparently they are going to make this game have roughly 55 species of dinosaur, which is going to be amazing. So far the species that they have in the game are a Carno. If you don't know what a Carno is, that's my abbreviated version of Carnosaurus. Carnosaurus? Something like that.
Carnosaurus, one or the other.
Yeah, and it's the one that is in Primal Carnage. Features quite a bit in Primal Carnage. Right, I'm going to take some wood out because I don't think I need this amount of wood to make a totem.
Lots of people dying.
Yeah, lots of people die. People die very easily in this game. It's very easy to die. That's why a shield is almost unprecedented to have. So, the totem seems to be 8 wood. 8 wood. Is it 2 stone?
I don't know. I've never made a totem.
8 wood, 1 stone? 8 wood, 2 stone. Okay. So this is why it's very important, because, you know, I could have wasted 2 wood, 2 stone. I know it's not a lot, but when you've got like 20 of each, you don't want to be losing that. So, again, you want a point where you kind of want the totem to be. We had it here earlier, so I'm just going to stick it here again. And it does take time to build these things, as you can clearly see. This is very informative. Yeah, informative thing. Totem's back. Yeah, and then someone will go up to the totem. You don't know who it is because you can't see their name. But if you've built the totem, you are the tribe leader, as far as I can tell. And then you can go in here. I don't want to rope legs. Can you walk away a bit?
Sorry.
I want to go to new hunters, and then as you can see, I've got Lord and Primal both in here, so I can accept both of them into the tribe. And now their names above their head.
Yay.
There is still friendly fire, so everyone's got to be very careful with that. I think it is. I believe it is a possibility to turn it off for the server admins and stuff. But again, I don't know for sure. I thought I had turned it off, but it turns out I didn't. It turns out I lied. So yeah, this is pretty much it until you get later on. You also get. I'll show you in a second. This is everyone in the server. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, we've almost got a full server. This server only holds 10 people at the moment. It can be expanded, but this is almost a full server for me. As you can see, everyone has an expertise level. This level increases every time you do something.
It goes up every 30 seconds as well.
Oh, okay. And it goes up every 30
sword.
seconds. What a wonderful piece of news. So
you're also losable if you die. And if someone kills you, they get it all as well.
Yeah, that was my next point. Why can I not point this down? There we go. So yeah, if you die or anything like that, you will lose all of your expertise. And this expertise allows you to do other stuff. So as you might have known, there is dino riding in the game. You can ride a dinosaur, but you have to have a certain level of expertise. I don't know the exact amount. I believe on what I've just seen is roughly 100 expertise to be able to ride a dinosaur, and I think different classes of dinosaur have different classes of expertise. So yes,
you need a high one to get on like a Carno.
Yeah, you need quite a high one to get on the Carno. The Carno is the only carnivorous dinosaur in the game that I know of. As you guys know, I'm not very good with dinosaurs. I do play a lot of dinosaur games. I don't know much about dinosaurs themselves. Just to keep you guys in the know, because everyone seems to think I do, but I don't.
No, Gallimimus is a vegetarian. The head ramming one, the Stiger, with their flat teeth. Ankylosaurus are herbivores, so
I know those ones are, yeah. So here's a quick tip.
Those ones are aggressive.
Yeah, the ones with the head.
Only the Gallimimus.
The ones that's over there with the spiky head is aggressive. As you can see, he just ran at Primal. Although Primal did shoot him with an arrow, so he had all the right to. But
if you get too close, if you haven't shot them with an arrow, they will still try to screw you over.
Yeah, if they see you. Anyway, on to another point. With the fireplace, if you want to put meat on it, you want to turn the fire off. You cannot do this once you have started the fire. You can't put meat on. You can stop the fire and then put more meat on, but you can't do it whilst there's meat on there. Okay, just it took me about half an hour to figure that one out, and it's the stupidest thing in the world. Yeah, so this is the stomping lands. We will go into inland a little bit later. I'm going to make myself a shield.
So much death.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff you guys will also need to know and learn, and hopefully we cover a lot of it in the coming series. This will probably become another series similar to Primal Carnage. Hopefully, I think it'd be cool if it was, because it does. This game has so much potential, and they from the sounds of it, they're going to be like improving it every few weeks, adding sort of updates every few weeks, which is great. One thing you'll need to know is once you, what was the ratio for shield? Sorry.
4-1.
4-1. Okay, I need 1 stone. One thing you'll need to know is when you craft a weapon, so like my bow, and then the shield, and then the spear, and the bolas, whatever, however you pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sure everyone has different ways of pronouncing it anyway, because that's language. Once you create one of these, it goes into that number slot. So one is your axe, so one is your fighting, not your fighting axe, your everyday axe.
Gathering axe.
Yeah, your normal axe. And if you make, and then I made the bow, which goes into slot 2, and then I made the shield, which goes into slot 3. Slot 4 will be my bolus, because that's kind of what I have as the sort of routine, and I believe that's 2 and 2.
I have a spear.
And then the spear goes into 5, because the spear is the least effective in our experience. It's only useful when you fish, because it's the only thing you can fish with, as far as we know. This game is, as far as I'm going to say, as far as I know, a lot, just so you know, because I don't know too much. See, someone's just going, how do you cook meat? Campfire. Can I make my bolas? Yes, I can. So yeah. Oh, I've forgotten the note that I was just saying. What was I just saying? That things go into different slots, and that the spear's useless. Yeah. Spear's only useful for fishing. And when you fishing is damn near, well, it's not impossible, but it's really hard to do. Is this a resource pit here? Have we got a resource?
I don't know. Some of that's...
Hey, where's Primal's TP gone? I think he's building it right next to you, so you might want to stand a bit back. I'd be surprised if he's not building it. There we go.
Maybe he had it pointing more inwards because that was outwards last time, wasn't it?
Maybe, yeah. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, we're just gathering resources at the moment is kind of what you do. And then we'll go into inland. The game does have a full day-night cycle. It goes around pretty quickly. And nighttime is hell.
Hell on earth.
Nighttime is just, you don't want to be caught out in the forest at nighttime. It's the biggest no-no that we've seen in the game. Apart from stealing other people's boxes. That is one thing I absolutely despise, and I've had it done to me a few times, where someone will be, so say, like, see, that's my wood box. Anybody, like, so Primal could, I'm not saying he's ever done it, he's never has, but say I've made resources, I've been collecting resources for a while, and I want to make the cage, for example, which is 20 wood. He could come along and want to make some arrows, which is only 2 wood required. And I'm getting close to my cage. I'm like 18 wood. He can come along, click on it, go to make arrows, which will be in the crafting options, and use every piece of wood out of that box. Which means I have to start again, and it just gets super frustrating. So don't do that to people, because they will hate you for it madly. You will have to continually eat stuff. Hunger goes up pretty quickly. So yeah, luckily we played this earlier, and luckily Primal didn't leave the server, and when we come back, all our meat was still here, which we collected from ages ago, including. Oh, did we get is the large meat still around, or is someone eating that? Oh no, we still got the 5 large meat, which we had to go in, watch dinosaurs fight, and then go and scavenge off of the dinosaurs' corpses. It was a good day.
Which was actually quite fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's really exciting going into the forest at daytime.
Yeah.
It's horrible at nighttime because one, it's incredibly dense in there. The forest is incredibly dense at times. You can't see anything. The nighttime causes you to not see anything anyway, and
unless it's raining.
Unless it's raining, somehow rain increases the sight. I think you're a little bit daredevilish. That's the superhero Daredevil. So you can just hear, and then your brain puts that into mind, and then you can see a bit more. That's what I imagine it's like. Like, see, it's ever so slightly brighter, and you can see slightly more. It even looks like the sun has come out over there, but it's not because the stars. Ah, the stars. Big point to make here. As you can see, there's loads of tiny little light, not even existing stars. But then you've got these big bunch of bright white stars. First time I came in, I thought this was like one of the star things. I can't remember what they're called. Star signs. Like, what were they?
Constellation.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of those. So I didn't pay any attention to it. I thought they just chose a random one and stuck it in the sky. These actually are the locations of the big dinosaurs. So these are the locations of the Carnos and the Onculus?
Ankylosaurus, yeah.
Ankylosaurus. That's the locations of those. So if you see, they do move around. They move incredibly slowly, so I'd have to do... Oh, one just spawned. As you just saw, one just came in. So that's just one that's just spawned into the area. These do move around, and if you see them pretty close together, it tends to mean they're fighting. Or so you can kind of find your way around a little bit easier. It doesn't mean try and navigate by those. Don't, like, we were trying to find each other and we said, oh, just follow the line of stars. We went, okay, we'll follow that. Followed it. Looked up, the stars are completely scattered everywhere.
Changed quicker than I thought.
Yeah, so we didn't know what direction we were going in. The game is also set in Britain, which is why it rains so much. That's a little joke. That's not real. It's set in a prehistoric time in a mythical land.
I think it's actually raining less than it does in Britain.
It's true. Raining again today. So yeah, that's a lot of information in like 20 minutes or something. So
well, this is a good one for starting up.
Yeah, this is a good starting video. As you can see, we've already made a TP. We've got weapons. We've got a camp going. We've got a totem. We've got a tribe. What more do you want from a starting video? I mean, that's pretty good. We covered quite a lot. We'll show you some of the other stuff later in other videos. I mean, we're going to continue playing this. So the videos will come from this, but if you want to see more, leave a like and a comment, and any other information that you may know about the game, chuck it in the comments below. Always helpful. My comments are now working, so I can reply. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Like,
there's now loads of like Aborigines or native.
Ah! Oh, it worked!